What is going on, everybody? It is Frank the Tank, and I am bringing you a rather different bowling ball review here today. So, as you can see here, we are stepping outside the boundaries of Stormend Rotogrip yet again. We are going to review the Hero from Brunswick. That's right, this is not a hoax. It's actually for real. This is happening. The Hero from Brunswick. We are reviewing it. Now, a lot of you may be wondering, why on earth this all of a sudden? Like, there's got to be a reason behind it. Well, you bet your ass there's a reason behind it, and here is that reason. One of my longtime best friends, his name is Fernando, he is leaving. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. My good friend Fernando, he is moving away. He recently found a house in Arizona, he and his father, and they're going to be moving there at, I don't know when, but yeah, he's leaving. He found a really good job up there too. Like, so he's basically set for life, just to keep it short and sweet. So yeah, I don't know when he's leaving, but he's going away. And a lot of you are probably like asking, who in the holy mother of God is Fernando? Well, I'll tell you who he is. He is basically the guy that got me into bowling in the first place. That is right. If it wasn't for him and what he did, all these bowling ball reviews, all these bowling videos, this two-handed style, all of it, it never would have even happened. So he basically is the entire reason why I started bowling and why I began posting, you know, all these bowling videos on YouTube. So, yeah, and also, if you don't know, he's actually been on my channel several times already. He was there from the very beginning. He was on bowling videos number 1 and 2. You could find those on my playlist. And we also reviewed the Night Prowler from DV8. We did that both together. I provided the two-handed style part of it, and he provided the regular traditional one-handed style part of it. So, yeah, the reason I did this is because I got him this as a going away present, and not only that, I did it to basically say, like, I got this basically as like a big old thank you for everything that he's done for me, and to show him how much he means to me as a friend. So, yeah, I guess now would be a good time to tell you the story of how this whole bowling thing began, because it all started with him. So, it all started in August of 2018. I had just turned 23, and my two sisters and I decided to go bowling at our, at local bowling alley. And when we got there, coincidentally, Fernando happened to be there. He was bowling Thursday night league, and yeah, we were there bowling our games, and he was out on the other end of the bowling alley bowling his games. And I was terrible at the time. I had absolutely no experience, literally. Gutter, gutter, gutter. He remembers open, open, maybe a spare and a strike here and there, but mainly gutters and opens. It was absolutely terrible. I was using an 8-pound ball. I remember the entire freaking thing. And yeah, at some point during that night, he walked all the way over and he asked me, this is the thing that started it all, ladies and gentlemen. He walked over and he asked me, hey, you want to join my team for league? Ladies and gentlemen, I know that sounds quite preposterous, but had he never come over to ask me that question, this whole thing, the bowling videos, the two-handed style, the bowling in general, it never would have happened for me. He literally could have just gone about his business, bowled his games, and would have been done for the night and just gone about his way. But no, he thought about me, he thought about us bowling together, and yeah, that's what... I guess now here we are, and now I've got, thanks to him, and he's also, by the way, I think it was in November when I posted that very first bowling video. It was me versus him in a best out of 5. I can't remember, but yeah, he at some point was like, because I had already started posting stuff on my YouTube channel, but it was like gaming content, I think, and he at some point convinced me to try posting bowling content because he knew that I already had the experience, I had some of the equipment already, and he thought it would be a good idea. And I was skeptical about the whole thing, like about starting bowling and starting to post, all this bowling content. But, eventually he convinced me, and I thought about it, and, I thought, I'll give this a go. Who knows? It might not be that bad. What have I got to lose? So, and now, here we are, and we're both averaging 183, 184, I think, and now I've got 2,000 plus subscribers, and every single one of my videos goes probably past 4,000, 5,000 views, which is mind-blowing. So yeah, Fern, I love you, man, and I appreciate everything that you've done for me. So I figured the best way for him to go out is by doing one last video together. And anyway, enough about that. I've already rambled on about this for 6 minutes almost, but anyway, here it is. 15 pounds, managed to find it. Unfortunately, the top weight is over 3.0, but then again, this is going to be his, and he's going to have the thumb hole drilled because he is a one-handed bowler. So I think it's not going to be a problem that the top weight is 3.3, because I guess having the thumb hole will shave off any of that excess weight. So yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. And then of course the pin is a 2 to 3 inch pin. So let's go ahead and let's open this and see. And I'm not going to lie to you, this is actually one Brunswick bowling ball that I actually am looking forward to, because it looks nice, and from what I've seen from Tommy Jones using it in the Bolero Elite Series to beat Belmo, and to win, pretty much go on to win the whole thing. It looks like a good ball, and I saw Birgit Poplar from the PWBA. She also used it too, and she made it all the way to, I think she finished runner-up, unfortunately, but still, this thing, it looks fantastic. I mean, look at that. I like the CG, that it's like a, you know, a crown. It's pretty cool. And then, yeah, the colors on it look fantastic. You know, I'm not sure if you can see the glitter on it. This thing overall just looks really, really great. And from what I've heard, it rolls great too. In fact, I think this thing is as good as it rolls good and it looks good. And from what I have heard, like even my Pro Shop guy, I tried to get one from him, but he told me that so many people are really after this ball, so it must be good. So, unfortunately, like, the one unfortunate thing about these Brunswick balls, I don't know if it's just this one and the Night Prowler that me and Fernando reviewed together, but these things always smell like permanent marker. Like, man, I can smell it right now. It's a really strong odor of permanent marker, but whatever. I mean, it is what it is. I can't get rid of that smell, but man, it's really, really strong, and it's giving me a headache. But anyway, enough of that. I guess now we must go get this thing drilled. Of course, I'll show you how it is laid out, and yeah, let's get this thing going. Okay, everyone, before we get these games underway, there's something that I want to discuss with you before we get it started. So, these are the pair of lanes that Fernando and I got, lanes 17 and 18, and they had to be the weirdest, most god-awful things that we had ever played on, because, all right, here's what I managed to gather, based on the shots that we threw. So, on the left lane, it was normal up until about there, okay? And then right at about there, it was dry as heck. And I noticed it because the ball would travel like normal, and then it would like suddenly like gain traction right here. Like if it were like, you know, over here on the back end where it's ready to hook after it comes off of the oil. So yeah, it was like there was nothing there, and then all the oil had been pushed down to here. So the ball literally would like go and then grab and then just go straight to the pins as if it were like a spare ball. So we noticed that. And then on the right lane, all the oil, like nothing, it was nothing too serious, but like all the oil again had been pushed down to here. So the ball literally just went straight. It didn't go completely straight. It had just very minimal hook, like as if we were throwing like urethane down there or something like that. But yeah, but we could have switched lanes like a long time ago, but me and Fernando, being the hardcore sons of guns that we are, we decided that we were going to stick it out for the entire first game on these pair of lanes. And then on game 2 and 3, we went to the desk and we asked to be moved to a different set of lanes. So they put us on this pair right here. I think that's, yeah, 15 and 16. So just wanted to let you guys know that, so you don't get caught in a state of confusion like, what the, you know? So yeah, I just wanted to clear that up with you guys. So anyway, let's go ahead and let's roll on with the video.
Well, there's our hammered tough spare replay. A 7-10 split.
trucker and the thief. I said, that was all about the trucker and the thief in the night.
Okay, everybody, so that is The Hero by Brunswick. So, my overall thoughts on this ball, I freaking loved it. This has to be, like, I'm calling it right now, this has to be my favorite ball out of the Brunswick brand. I love the way it looks, the colors on it, the way it reacted on the lanes, everything about it was just so good. I mean, I love the way it glided right through the oil, like, with absolutely no problem. And then, I love the way it reacted once it really hit that friction. It was just so good. And, you know, one thing I will say is, like, if there are any of you out there who just need a really good ball for League, I think this is a really good one that you want to pick up. Because we clearly highlighted what this ball does on a, you know, a house shot. It works really, really well. And not only did we highlight how it does on a house shot, you know, like for League, but we also highlighted, with me being the two-hander with a lot of revs and Fernando being the one-hander who's not rev dominant, we highlighted the ball's versatility because, well, you guys could clearly see the way he was playing the lanes compared to me. The ball did good either way. So this ball is clearly the real deal. So yeah, it's predictable, it's versatile, it's angular, it's all 100% really good. I love the ball. 10 out of 10 from me, and I'm sure Fernando thinks 10 out of 10 as well, especially because of what happened 2 days before we filmed this video. So let me explain that, actually, because what happened 2 days ago was Fern actually had already used the ball for Monday Night League because we'd shot this video on a Wednesday, and he'd already used it on a Monday for Monday Night League, and he had actually shot an unbelievable 602 series. So what happened was, for his first game, he only managed a score of 148, which is kind of understandable because, you know, he had used the ball for the very first time, so he was kind of, you know, trying to figure out how he was going to use it. So 148 was pretty understandable. And then at the end of the game, he had told me, I got it. I know what I need to do with this ball now. And at first I thought he was talking out his behind until he backed up what he said with an unbelievable score of 264. So he really had it going. And then in the third game, it wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. I guess you could say the fatigue set in for him. He managed still to get a pretty good 190, making off for a total of 602. So the ball clearly works great for, you know, rev dominant players and non-rev dominant players, two-handers, one-handers, whatever. So yeah, anyway, so that's all there is for you guys. That's all I have left to say about the Brunswick Hero. And I'm not really going to, like, end this video in a way like it's goodbye to Fernando forever, because I know for a fact that we will see each other again. And yeah, I guess you could say, in the words of Jeff Hardy, this isn't good for me and Fern. This isn't goodbye forever. It's only goodbye for now. And if the time is right, we shall meet again soon. So yeah, that's why I'm not necessarily gonna, like, you know, end this video in a way like see you bye forever. We had a good run or anything like that, because like I said, I know we will see each other again and we will be able to bowl again soon. And actually, there is potentially one other video with me and him that I might post. I'm not sure yet, because the thing is that me and him are in a Monday Night League right now, and we have the potential to win our second league together. Because we already have one league that we won. It was a Thursday night league, and now we have the opportunity to win a second one. And if we already won the first half of that league, and we're trying to win the second half of that league. But if we don't, we're going to have to play a roll-off game with the winning team that wins the second half for the championship. So if that does happen, either way, I'm probably going to post that so you guys can see what happens with that. So yeah, that's pretty much what that is. So I just want to say one more thing before I end this video. So Fernando does watch all of my videos, and he does read all of the things that you guys put in the comment section. And if there's one thing that I do know that he would say to you guys is that it really touched him. It really blew him away how all you guys leave that, like, positive, all those positive comments, like all that support and all that stuff. And it just really blew him away how far I've come with this whole YouTube thing, and he was so glad that it turned out the way it did. And if you guys could just do one thing for me, put down in the comment section, like, show him some gratitude, tell him thank you, tell him anything positive. anything at all. Because remember, like I said in the beginning of the video, if it wasn't for what he did, I never would have even taken up the sport of bowling. I never would have even started bowling. I would have never started posting bowling videos on YouTube. He's the one that convinced me to do it in the first place. So if you guys, please, that's all I ask. Show him some gratitude in the comment section. That's all I ask. If you could do that for me, I really appreciate it, and I know he will too. So anyway, that was your Brunswick ball review. I'm Frank the Tank. We'll be coming at you with some more stuff real soon. Peace.
I'm not gonna stand